Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1. I am your host with the most milk. Tonight, I am very honoured. It's his very first commentary with me tonight, so he's going to be very nervous. So please respect him, and please make sure you give him a round of applause or everything like that to make sure he can get the commentary stuff as spot on as always. With me tonight is Energy Dan. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for that, Mark. It's really appreciative of that. And good luck to all the races this season. Hope to see some good racing from you, some good, safe, solid racing.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be interesting stuff because this is the very first race at the glorious race of the circuit of the Americans or Americas. I can't
Brilliant
pronounce
circuit.
it. Yeah, but you know what I mean, don't you? So,
It is a good circuit.
is this one of your favourite tracks? Would you say?
It is one of my more preferred tracks. I won't say my favourite, but definitely a preferred track, especially the turn one. You know, so many different lines people take through there, and you can be a very conservative wide breaker or a very aggressive inside line breaker, and it's each have their benefits and the downfalls. But it's interesting to see what drivers will take there.
Definitely. But it's just you've got to make sure you get it spot on some of the corners because especially like the first sector where you go through the S's, it's like the memory of like Maggot and Beckett through Silverstone, that bit, and
Yeah, of course.
then you got the long straight, haven't you, for the DRS straight as well, and
Yeah.
obviously with the third sector, it's like the tricky third sector as well. But like I said, I'm very honoured for you to join. Like I said, this is your very first debut, so. And I said this to him at the start, bless him. At the start he was just nervous as hell, but he'll be fine. I promise you that. All the time, just be himself, and he'll be fine. Look what happened to me. I've got grey hairs, and that's it. Afterwards, but like I said, you're going to be doing the commentary for F2, I believe, from now on. I think for tomorrow's.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So, are you going to be looking forward to it as well, as always?
Oh, definitely. It's an honour to be part of the Invictus Racing League. It really is. So, I've been putting a lot of effort into this commentating, and bringing
cool.
you some good coverage.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure you'll be fine. And like I said, I'm sure you'll be having a very successful commentary, whatever you do anyway, mate. And I don't know what else to say other than just keep up with the good work as always. But yeah, it's just looking at I'm just watching some of the battles for the qualifying going on, and I'm seeing some of the tyre strategies as well. Like some of the guys are going for like the ultra softs and the super softs and the softs as well. If you was racing tonight, Energy Dan, what would you have done in your qualifying at this
To be
point?
honest with you, in qualifying, I normally test the water with the softer preference, and then use that information to go onto maybe a faster tyre if I'm not happy with the soft tyre or the soft choice.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, a lot of people go straight out on the fastest tyre. But yeah, I like to get a feel for the circuit, and to be honest, I need a lot of warming up when I race. Right, I like to get in the rhythm, so doing a few laps on the slower or technically slower tyre gives me a chance to adapt to the circuit conditions, the temperature, etc., and just get me balanced really. You know, I mean, I'm nowhere near these guys. I'm nowhere near some of the F3 guys probably, but I do get a rhythm sometimes. And if you find it on the soft tyre, then maybe like P11, P10, or P11, P12, sorry. It's worthwhile doing the long stint, in the first stint, the longer one.
Yeah, definitely. We just have to wait and see how you would do in the actual race itself as well, which hopefully you would do some of the racing in the near future for Invictus. I'm just watching some of the qualifying times as well, Dan. I might as well call you Dan from now on. Keep saying this, you know.
No, it's fine, God's fine.
So, Mr. Sky C, the first ever winner that's never won a race last season and won the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So he's more of a consistent, fast driver, and he kept saying he wanted the faster cars, and you could tell why he couldn't have the faster cars because he was more consistent with the slower cars like the Williams and like the Toro Rosso or the Sauber or whatever car that he had, and he's made it consistent, and he's the first ever driver in Invictus that has never ever won a race. But he's in pole position at the minute in the Red Bull car. Before I carry on, guys, sorry. This is pre-season race, and because this is the Performance League, the guys are in any car they want, and it's on equal performance. So the guys are going to try and make it easier for the admins, which is Fasconi and Spud, to do their jobs to make sure they get the correct car allocations for the guys here and making it perfect for everyone else. But Mr. Skies is in the lead in the qualifying for with a 131.7. Colin Jay's done in second with a 132.2. Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman, is in third with a 132.8 in the soft tyre, so that's a good time for that one as well. Lozak, a brand new driver in Invictus. I've been told he is one of the quickest drivers, so he's done a 133 flat on the softs. But fair play to him, because he might be the one to watch this season, if you're going to watch it whenever you get chance, Dan, on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Benjim, yeah, with a 133 flat with a super soft tyre in 6th place. You've got Aaron J. Spence in 7th with a 133.6. Fascani is in 8th with a 134 flat. Spuds with a 134.6, but he is on the soft tyre as well. I mean,
it's a big gap there, Mal, from P1 to P9 at the minute. It's nearly 3 seconds. That's quite a lot. They're on a soft tyre, but are they going for what I said? You know, the conservative first stint with the soft tyre, maybe?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if I was racing, same with you, Dan, I think if I was racing, I would have gone for like the hardest tyre first to see what time I would have got. And if I got quicker, then it would be a lot more better. If not, I would have gone for like the super softs. I wouldn't go for like the quicker tyre, because the tyre wear is really bad onto most of the tracks anyway, because of the tyre deck as well. But looking at it now, yeah, it's 3 seconds.
Put a good lap in there.
132.6 on the super softs. I tell you what, that is a good lap. I know it's 9/10 off the top spot, but that's in the super softs as well.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, look, I'm just going to mention about the team names and the driver pairings and the team name. So you got Mike and Fasconi with the Beer Monsters F1. You got Sir Spud and Colin J with Sir Colin. Craig and Boy Better Know will be driving in the Know Nothing racing. Aaron J. Spence and Captain Stiff will be racing Aaron Stiff. Mrs. Scorsese and Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman, is BMW Jordan. SJD and Lozak are in the Rick Astley Racing. Now, never ever give up on that one, Dan, on that one. So just don't do any of the singing, because I'll be doing that anyway afterwards. But
just looking at Benjamin 2014, and it looks like he's about to gear up to another fast lap here.
No, if you look at it, if you got all the spectator menu, like I said, guys, whoever's watching, I am, good evening to everyone, I am trying to help with Energy Dan at the same time as well. So, you know the spectator menu, Dan, on the square, you can enable the telemetry and the lap data. Yep. The telemetry is at the bottom, I think, and the lap data is at the top as well. And I always have the details the best for the tyre wear as well. No, it's all right. Like I said, you're learning as we go, and you'll be fine. Honestly, we rather get all the mistakes out of the way first, or get those little bits out of the way for the commentators to make sure they get it spot on for the guys for not only for the Performance League 1, 2, or whatever league we're in. We've got to make sure we get the best quality racing and the best live streaming as well for Invictus Racing Leagues as well. Like I said, Dan, there's quite a few drivers who are, I know there's a bit of a gap now, but Betrayer, who's joining the Performance League 1, he's doing a 133.1, but he is doing another lap on the softs, trying to do the fastest lap on the Williams as well. Captain Stiff did a 134.1, but he will have to go back into the pits. SJD is doing his fastest lap in the ultra softs. Lozak has done a 132 flat just with a super soft tyre, so that's a really good time from him as well. So that he'll be absolutely delighted with that, Dan, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely, I would be. Yeah.
Um, Looking at it so far, coming up to 6.5 minutes left. Who's impressing you so far? I know this is your first time.
Supposed to be, I've raced with Craig before, and looking at his times there, he's doing really well there. I'm quite impressed with Craig. Looking down as well, Betrayer 4-6 looks
Yeah.
like he's pretty steady.
Ooh. Sorry, carry on, Dan.
Yeah, so yeah, I was just saying, yeah, so Craig and Benjamin, definitely two guys I'm watching out for in this qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, okay. So, if you placed a bet now, based on what you're seeing now, would you go for them as your tips?
No, I'll be honest with you, I'd probably go for Colin.
You going for Colin?
At the minute. Yeah, I would actually. It's probably not I'm supporting based on the first interactions with what they were doing racing wise, but yeah, that's my predictions, I suppose.
Okay. So you've heard that, guys. So I do not hold responsibility because there's always a commentator's curse on that one. So you've heard that before, guys, on that one. Like I said, we've got yellow flags on sectors 2 and 3 now. We're not sure where they're coming from. Hopefully they'll sort that out itself. We have had some new rules coming in. I don't know if you've heard, Dan, but we've had some new rules coming in for Invictus Racing Leagues.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
So for the viewers who have joined us who have not know the rules or would like to know, obviously with the qualifying, we already know that you can't impede anyone's driving during the qualifying because that's always been there for a while. But since last season, which I think some people forgot as well, but with some last season, some people say, like for example, if you made a mistake, like if I made a mistake to you, Dan, during the straights or something, that coming up now, watching it from Ben Jim's car,
Yeah.
I wait for you to go back ahead. That's not applicable anymore because it causes the illegal overtakes and the yellow flags. So like if someone was overtaking at that point, they would lose out on the position, which would be unfair.
Yeah. If it became a yellow flag, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we've some more stuff going in. But for the guys who are interested in joining, I mean, we're growing for Invictus as well. So we're just looking at the Performance League 1 at the minute. I mean, we're coming up to the 4-minute marker now. So, sorry, need that extra tick.
Now. This is it, yeah.
I mean, for me personally, I think looking at Lozak's time as well, I think he's the one to watch. And Craig.
Okay. Yeah.
The reason being is Lozak is quick. And when I say quick, I mean deadly quick. Oh!
Oh, Benji! Oh!
Oh, what a lap! Brilliant! Absolutely.
That was a brilliant lap.
Oh my days! 300ths of a second.
Were we expecting that?
No, I did not expect that at all. Oh, Suspen's gone a little bit wide out. I think that will do his lapping now. SJD has retired. He must have been retired in the pits. He might be retired in the pits. We'll never know.
My neck's tingling here, Mal. My neck is tingling. Go on, Benji. Hope he keeps this.
Bear in mind, we're coming up to the 3-minute marker. And it takes a bit of time.
And I must admit, though, he's already done one fast lap on them tyres. Is he really going to go for another one?
No, looking at the telemetry as well, he's on the...
He's not used his DRS, he's not going for it, yeah. That'd be a risky move to go for another lap on them. Yeah, good shout there.
Would you risk it for a biscuit?
Oh, not after doing that blazing lap. No. You can keep that biscuit.
Fair enough. Forget those rich tea biscuits afterwards, so that's it.
It's all about the hobnobs, Milk, we all know that.
Oh, fair play, fair play. This guy's going to be a good commentator, I can guarantee you that, coming up soon. Just watching this, but now Mike's the only one who's not done his lapping, but he's actually doing his lapping now. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark, 2 minutes 28 marker. Just try and make sure I get everything set up, but do some commentary if you want up to the under the minute marker if you want, Dan. See what you're hearing.
Yeah, mate, that's fine. This is the section I really like. You're taking some good speed down here. Let's see what Benettel can do on his fast lap because he's got super soft tyre fitted. This is where you see like the acceleration from that corner really pay off. If you nail it, you get that extra few kph coming down the straight. Love this bit, nice heavy braking, turning sharp, and then this acceleration point. This is how you get it on this lap. I'd have gone a little bit faster through there, a bit tighter maybe. Try and hook it up nice here. This is actually pretty good stuff here. I'm liking this actually. It's not the fastest, but...
Alright, prediction for Mike's time in the soft tyre. What do you reckon?
On the soft?
Yeah.
Probably go 137, I'd say.
137. Fair enough.
I know that's quite excessive maybe, but I just don't see how he's going to pull off a good lap on this circuit with them tyres.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to wait and see.
What do you reckon, Mal?
I think... Oh, he's gone back into the pits. He's gone back into the pits. But
has he set a fast lap yet?
He hasn't set the fastest lap, Mike. He's the only one who's not done a lap in. We're coming up to the 45-second marker. Now, I always do this in the F3 League. You'll hear it soon, Dan. Get ready. Here comes the countdown. Now. When you hear the end, you'll know what happens. Time is up. Mr. Scorsese has missed out on his qualifying. He's done a 131.7. Betrayer's doing his lapping. Oh, he's not going to do any quicker because he's on one mode on that one. Craig's on the fastest lap now. He's on the ultra softs at the minute, Dan. He's got a little bit wide at that one of the corners there, but he's trying everything possible he can. Oh, he needs to get full on Peltier on the long right-hander here. Absolutely, the blind spot of the left-hander here. Absolutely insane stuff. Oh, he's going back into the pits.
Oh, he's aborted.
I
I
believe
think it was worth it, but it was P1, Mal.
P1's Benjamin. Benjamin's on P1, but Mr. Scorsese can't do his lap. Betrayer can't do his lap because he's on, which I believe is the lower mode as well. But like I said, the time has gone now. What a qualify! I was expecting like end like lastminute.com on that one. You just never know what to expect. But what did you think of the qualifying so far, Dan?
Say that again, Mark. I didn't catch you there.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties there. Just saying, Dan, what was your thoughts of the qualifying so far?
Well, I'm actually quite surprised at the actual time difference there from P1 all the way down to the P13 that we can see, and you see an array of tyres there, hence the times. But it's going to be difficult starting on those tyre compounds comparing each other. It's some interesting tactics there from everyone. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm quite interested to see what Fasconi, Captain Stiff, and Mike would do in the bottom half of after 10th place as well, because I'd like to see if they're going to go for the soft tyre. I'm just waiting for Betrayer and the guys here, but we're just going to do the race classification, well, qualifying classification in a minute. So if you bear with me a sec, once it finishes loading. Here are your short qualifying for the USA Grand Prix for the pre-season race one of the Performance League 1 of the Invictus Racing League. You got Benjamin first, Mr. Scorsese second, Wave Intel in third, the Flying Scotsman in third. Betrayer is in fourth, Lozak is in fifth, Colin J is in sixth, Craig's in seventh, SJD is in eighth, Aaron J Spencer is in ninth, Sir Knightley Hood of Sir Spud is in 10th, the Flying Irishman is in 11th of Fasconi, Captain Stiff, I in 12th place, and Mike in 13th place with no time entered. Interesting stuff here, Dan. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, that is. What happened with Mines there, do you think? Did he have a couple of bad laps and couldn't set a fast one? Did you
Who?
see anything?
With Mike. I think he was trying to get a good lap in. I think he didn't get the lap that he wanted. And I think he just went back into the pits and just saved his tyres to try and build it up for.
And then have choice of his tyre maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I would have done. Just I don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
cut your
whether.
losses, don't you?
Yeah, you don't know whether he's done that way or not. We have to wait and see how it goes in that one. Um, But yeah, we're just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up. If you joined us tonight, good evening to everyone. If you got your comments, send us your comment and follow on the Twitch channels. We're not only do the Performance League 1, we've got a Performance League 2 tonight at the same time. Unfortunately, there's no commentator tonight. Hopefully, he will return next week for the preseason race 2 at the Glorious Race of Hungary. So, just watching some of the guys here just make themselves prepped up and ready to go. Tell us your top 3, Dan. Who you think the top 3 would be after tonight's race? Bear in mind, this is the equal performance setup
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm still going to go with Benji, Craig, and Colin. Definitely, I'm going to watch them 3 on this upcoming race, mate. I mean, look, Benji's there. He got the P1 for qualifying.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting.
In any particular order or just no particular order?
No, I'm going to go for an each way on that one. I'm going to top 3 there.
Fair enough. You've heard that, guys.
I'm not committed to that one.
You are committed to that one because that's the commentator's curse. You knew that was going to come. The guys are going to get themselves ready to go. But for me, I would say Lozak, Craig, maybe Colin.
In that order?
No particular order. So that's
you
my comment.
You hesitated on Colin there. Why? Go on.
It's not because I didn't hesitate. It was just because it's not that he can do it on his day, but I'm just worried that he, with the what happened to him in F3 last season, which I'm sure he doesn't want me to say it, but last lap at Brazil, he had the title in his hands.
Oh right, okay.
So and he lost the car.
Oh no!
I don't know if you've seen it, but he did lost the car because he was going for the win. All he had to do was finish second because Spud was nowhere near, and Spud won it on the last lap.
Oh wow! So, that's exciting stuff there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Colin Jay is a fantastic driver, so I'm not doubting his stuff, but I hope my doubt is can he bounce back? Not only from he's in F2 now, but can he bounce back? I'm sure he will in the performance anyway. I'm sure he will anyway. But that's why I don't know whether he can bounce back based on what happened. Right. But I'm sure he will. Don't get me wrong. Same with all the drivers. Anyone could win the title. Anyone can. It'll be unbelievable stuff.
The unpredictability is the best thing. It really is.
Yeah. To be honest, mate, every time when I see it, I get heart attack moments because you just don't know what to expect with the drivers these days. You just don't know whether that's what I love about the F1 because this is more exciting to watch than you do see sometimes on the real life F1 because there's no battles going on left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
but looking at it now, I think it's going to be quite eventful tonight. To be fair,
I will. But tell you what, Mal, interested to know everyone's setups. It'd be really interesting to know the difference in the setups throughout the field.
Yeah, I think would you have gone for a higher downforce or would you have gone for a lower one if you was racing, or would you keep that secret?
No, I won't keep it a secret, but I tend to run a lot lower downforce than what people would normally go for. But on the USA one, I do go for about a 6.5, so 6.5 rear.
Is it because of the hill part?
Yeah, obviously, and the camber as well. It's tricky up with them cambers.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gearing up for this. It's going to be an interesting start.
Yeah, we're going to do the countdown. So we go 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Slow stop from everyone else here, but Mike's lost it at the back end there. Watching it from the camera view at the top here. Brilliant. Oh, they're trying to hold on. Oh, one of the Tauroses clipped at the back of the Renault there. I don't know who that
Good
was.
racing for the Williams.
Oh, absolutely
Oh
insane
no, we got
stuff.
Spud's lost a couple of places here.
Oh,
Oh no, we've got Mike spinning out there at the back.
yeah. Did you see a more clear view of that one, mate, or not? Because I was.
It was Ferrari. It was Ferrari onto Mike, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of the Williams has
That's for
gone.
Stone.
Yeah. Oh, what a move. Betrayers holding on for fourth at the minute. Try and get on to the Flying Scotsman here for third place, respectively. Keep up to date, Dan, with everything that's going on at the back end. See if you can get any good views. Oh.
We've got a good battle with Captain Stiff here in SJ 1988.
Oh.
Craig's just in the front of him.
Yeah, just watching that now. This is absolutely insane stuff here. Oh my god, this is absolutely insane stuff. Oh, Dan, I bet you're loving this.
I've got Colin and Craig battling here. It's brilliant. And SJD, Captain Stiff, all in one gang at the back. It's brilliant.
Oh, definitely.
Everyone looks pretty stable with the times at the minute. There's no gaining or losing at the minute. It seems to be a bit of a training this section, but we'll see how that pans out with tyre wear.
Yeah. Bear in mind, some of the people are on the super softs as well, so I just thought I saw a bit of a bonsai moment. Craig, what a move!
Oh.
Brilliant! Oh, brilliant stuff! Brilliant from Craig, the original Flying Scotsman. Absolutely insane stuff here. Oh, what a move! Brilliant! Oh! What's happened to Aaron? Has he retired?
He has, he's retired.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's went back into the pits and retired.
We've got Mike in the pit. I think he's here for a wing change here.
Yeah. I think that could be because of what happened earlier on in the race itself.
I think it could be.
I tell you what, Dan, this is absolutely insane stuff here. You probably hear me saying that. You probably get sick and tired of me afterwards with saying that.
No. We've got a movie at SJD 1980 on the inside. He's got it. He's got that place.
Oh, what a move!
Oh, he's joined the rear of Craig.
Oh.
That was a superb move.
Oh.
That was brilliant from SJD.
Oh. He's never going to give him up
on
that one.
He's locking on that left, though. Malky's locking up on that left 3 times now in 3 corners.
Yeah, but bear in mind,
is he going to be too hot on the brakes?
I don't think so.
This might cool them. Though.
Yeah, he's never going to give him up on that one. But fair play to him. Rick Ansley will be absolutely delighted with that situation from one of his drivers.
Colin's still on his ass, though, Malk. He's still there.
Yeah, well, he's adrift away now. We've got a good battle here for the top 4 at the minute, from between Benjim and, which I believe, Lozak as well. And might have a good battle here. I can't say it now. We've got the DRS straight coming up, DRS enabled soon. This is what happens with the commentary stuff, Dan. You just don't know what to say afterwards, so you just lose your plot afterwards.
You see, we've still got 10 seconds from P11 down to P1 mark, so it's not all over here. We've got the last 3 or 4 racers all on the soft tyre, and this could play into their hands. This really could play into their hands when they get on the softer tyre, and actually, less weight, more grip, be able to extend that life of the tyre. This could work for them at the rear there.
Oh,
especially
definitely.
Like Captain Stiff. He's only 8 seconds behind. This could really, after the pit stop period, this could really play into it. Just depends if he can keep them tyres in a good life zone for this first stint.
Yeah. I have to wait and see how he can capitalise on, to be fair, Dan, because if you look at the tyre wears now, as you said, I think it's more of a 2-stop. Would you say a 2-stop tonight?
I would say 2-stop. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So with a 2-stop, like for the guys who are in the ultra soft, so Benji, Mr. Skyzy, and Colin J, they've got to do a really long stint to get better of their strategy working. But looking at it now, I can't see that happening. I think they need to pit within the next 4 or 5 laps. Would you say?
Oh, probably even maybe even go to 3 if they're pushing hard. I would say it could be as low as another 3 laps, maybe on lap 7.
Maybe on lap
And
7.
it just depends on how they're doing the corners and the braking zones, and they're managing it well.
Well, Mr. Scorsese looks like he's really struggling in second place at the minute, Dan. I tell you what, Mr. Scorsese will be looking at behind him because he's got the Flying Scotsman. Oh, trying to avoid there. We've got multiple warnings for penalty for 3-second time penalty for Mr. Spud, and I believe there was someone else who had another 3-second time penalty. I can't remember who it was, but battling out here. I tell you what, this is going to be interesting stuff. Betrayer's trying to do the defensive move here for 4th place. Oh, nearly contact there between Betrayer and the Flying Scotsman of waving down. Oh no, Lozak. Oh.
At the back here, we've nearly got Spud on the back of Captain Stiff. This is getting close. I think he's gearing up for a pass here, Mal.
Oh.
He's warming up for it, you can tell. He's catching. He's right on the back of his gearbox.
Yeah, but look at it now. While we watched that battle between Lozak and Betrayer, SJD did the move on Craig. Oh, Mr. Scorsese! Oh, he's crashed! He's crashed!
Oh, no.
Oh, he's crashed on the second from last corner. Something must have happened there.
Was that terminal, Mark? Was he out?
I believe that might be terminal. He's definitely out of the race now because his wheel's gone. But Cinnabag will not be happy with him because it's like bang and the car's gone on that one. Absolutely insane stuff.
A safety car for this, Mark?
You would expect that, but I would say no because he's not on the racing line itself. To be fair.
That's good news then. That'll be good for the race.
Yeah, hopefully.
We've got us in sector 1 and 2 though.
Oh, Colin Jay's made a mistake on the S's through the first sector. So he must have made a mistake at that point. Craig's right at the back of SJD. These two are having a ding-dong battle here. SJD's never giving up for 5th place, but Craig, the original, and I'll say this now, the original Flying Scotsman. Now you probably think, where did I get these nicknames from? Do you ever used to watch the... you probably won't remember it, but it's like Bullseye. Do you remember Bullseye on Game Show?
Yeah, coffee. Yeah.
So Jim Bowen, unfortunately...
God bless him.
God bless him, yeah. Mike's retired. Sorry, Mike has retired from the race.
Oh, no.
So he says super smashing great as part of it. Oh, SG's got a little bit wide, got a little bit of an advantage there. But I don't know if he's going to let Craig through there, but...
Mal, you've got to give it to Sir Spud here. He's doing a grand job on them soft tyres.
He made the move on Captain Stiff. He was, like you said, he was right at the back, so fair play to him.
Yeah. He's done it. I told you, he's doing well. I've been watching him, and he's doing really well.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting stuff here. Absolutely.
Oh, did we have a Captain... Oh, Captain Stiff came back at him.
Oh, what? Brilliant.
This is brilliant racing.
Oh, Colin Joyce.
He did it. That was brilliant.
Oh, brilliant stuff from Captain Stiff. Brilliant stuff. Oh, I love this helicopter view. Wish they keep that for all the time here. Colin J had to be... Colin J had to be retired from the race itself. We've got yellow flags in sector 1 now, so Craig did have a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Like I said, the nicknames Gary Anderson, like the Flying Scotsman, like his nickname. Yeah. That's how I get the nicknames. Oh, Craig! The Flying Scotsman's holding on, the original one. What a move! Brilliant! Oh, Spud's moved on.
He's come back. He just overtook Captain Stiff again.
Oh, brilliant!
This is a brilliant...
Oh, my
sorry,
God!
Guys, but I'm watching this. This is
my God! Wavertown dropped down from 1st to 3rd in a matter of corners. Lozak's moved up the first bench. Something must have happened.
We got a slide there from Sir Spud.
Oh my God! Brilliant!
Can Captain Stiff come back at him? He's gone wide. Sir Spud's gone wide a little bit.
Oh my God, we have got a 4-car battle for 1st place. Dan, absolutely insane. While you're watching Captain Stiff and SJD's battle, what do you say about the first 7 laps of the race?
This has been exciting, it really is. You can't get over this action. I've got 3 different groups here, all battling for position. It's brilliant.
Benjamin's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh,
So, gutted for him. He did not want that at all. He did not want that at all. But the Flying Scotsman of Waving Tail trying to get onto Benjamin to make double trouble here. Absolutely insane stuff. Lozak's pulling away from Benjamin. Benjamin must be really struggling. And I did guess at 7 laps. Oh, Benjamin had the DRS, but Waving Tail, the Flying Scotsman. Oh, brilliant! And we see another bar at the back. Craig's moved up to 5th. No!
He's come through. He's come through. He's done it.
Oh!
Can he keep it though? Oh, we've got a bit of a wide from SJD there.
Oh, what do you
Craig's
say?
gone through him as well.
Oh, absolutely insane stuff here, Dan.
Malk, was that 2 places in 3 corners? Or am I mistaken?
I think that might be 2 places within 3 corners. Absolutely insane stuff.
That is some good going from Craig there. That amazing driving.
It could be, could be. Oh, so Spud's dropped down. Oh no, he's made a mistake in 9th.
Oh no.
It was on sector 3. Something must happen. Betrayer's moved up to 3rd. Benjamin's pitted, which I predicted for the Ultrasofts to last up to lap 7 or 8. He's on the soft tyre. So I'm guessing he might just go a 1-stop here. Would you do a 1-stop?
Oh really? You think it's doable?
20 laps on softs.
Places?
20.
Really?
I would say no, but some people have got better tyre wear. That could prove me wrong.
Looking at the undulation of the course, you know, the cambers, I don't think it's possible. I really don't, Malk.
You don't think?
I'd be impressed if it does, but.
Oh, we're not doing any bets. This is not real life betting, guys. I'll tell you that, sunshines on that one. But but yeah, I some people can last the tyres that good, and that's how I predicted it. But SJD's, sorry to interrupt there, SJD's moved up to 4th. Craig's dropped down to 5th, but Craig ain't gonna give up. He's not joined the Rick Ansley team this season. He's on the I can't say it, but oh my God, SJD, you had to brake really early there. Absolutely
it's hard
insane.
not to watch this battle, Malk. It really is.
Oh, we might have a battle here. Another battle going on between Lozak and Waving Tail for 1st and 2nd coming up soon. But I really want to try and see if Craig can bounce back. The bounce back ability here from 5th back into 4th. But
you see, Mal, coming up here, you've got Benji that's already stopped, but Sir Spud hasn't stopped yet. 10 seconds behind him. Is he going to make a push on the next stint? Now he's a little bit light, he's gone further on those tyres.
Oh, that's a good question. That is a really good question. It's going to be tough.
Could Sir Spud be a comebacker in the 2nd stint?
It could be. He might be going the super softs at the end. He might do the 1-stop. Who knows?
Could he stretch the super softs out? You know, do a conservative one. This is exciting. This. I'm loving this.
I would say the super softs probably last up to like 10 to 12 laps. That's without qualifying, I think. So 16 laps on the softs.
Yeah, it's a tough deal. That's a tough deal.
And then 10 to 12 laps on the super softs. That's going to be tough.
It is going to be tough, that.
Craig's got the DRS straight. He's got the DRS enabled. Yeah, he has. But yeah, he's not on the higher ERS mode, which is
This is going to be hard for Captain Stiff. You just said about Craig getting the DRS. Captain Stiff's way back. He's not getting any DRS here. He's going to have to pull something out of the bag to pull up on Craig here.
Yeah, you'll have to do everything possible.
This might be the 5 and 6, or P5, P6 might be the separation of the front and back pack here.
Yeah, definitely. But you don't. Safety cars could be in play. You never know what to expect.
Let's hope not. I don't agree with safety cars, Mark. I don't know what you think, but I think it spoils the true race. I really do.
Fair enough, it spoils the true race, but what happens if we've got yellow flags in sector 3 now. Yeah, it might spoil the fun of the racing, but if you've been lapped or been way behind, this is your best opportunity to get back into it. Yeah, it would annoy the people at the top. It would annoy at the top.
It's great for the spectator. It opens the racing up again, but yeah, I know what you're saying there.
But it looks at, I mean, I like to hear everyone's views because this is great. Oh, fast going is really...
Yeah, he's gone slow there. Have we had a mistake or
I'm not
damage?
sure. I'm not 100% sure,
He's
but
back up to speed. So.
yeah, but Benjamin's closing in on Captain Stiff now. Captain Stiff's on 9 laps of soft tyre compared to Benjamin's newer soft tyre of 2 laps of it. But he will get Captain Stiff on the DRS straight, unless he wants to try and do it as quickly as possible on this corner here before the DRS. No, he's going to save it. Oh, Captain Stiff's trying to get a good exit there. But Captain Stiff's already on the defensive mode. Benjamin on the racing line. You can see his side by side here.
Oh.
Benjamin moves up to 4th. Captain Stiff drops down to 5th now. Captain Stiff will be thinking, I'm not going to race with Benjamin because he's probably not the one to target to battle it out with this season. Well, this race, sorry.
Vettel's got in the pit. He's into the pit.
Oh,
Valentel's pitting.
Waving tails pitting. The Flying Scotsman's pitted, but he has got a 3-second time penalty from earlier. So this is what I quite like. I don't know what's going to happen with the time penalties as well. Waving tails going for the softs. Waving tails.
Interesting.
He's done 11 laps on the super softs. That's quite interesting stuff here. And to be fair to Wave, he's dropped back into 3rd with Benjamin just gone ahead. Oh, sorry.
18 seconds. Could that be? What's it on a pit stop here, Malk? Is it 22 seconds? 24?
It's roughly an average between 22 and 25 seconds. So,
okay, so he could very well be coming out in P1 after these next set of pit stops, coming from P1 and P2. What do you think?
As long as he doesn't make a mistake. Oh my God! Sorry, Betrayer. What a move! Brilliant stuff from Betrayer. He moved up from 6th to 5th on Captain Stiff. Captain Stiff would have the DRS, but oh no, he hasn't. Betrayer did have the DRS first before the DRS straight. So, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Dan. Regarding your question, I think Wavental will go back in, possibly into the P1 at the minute, but he has to watch out for Benjamin at the minute. Lozak's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. It depends on how SJD can last.
And Loz on them last life of their super softs. This is interesting. What did you say, Mark? 16 laps?
16 laps on the softs. It's doable. If you could do super softs with 12 laps, it is doable. It's absolutely doable. Benjamin had the quickest, and then Betrayer had the quickest of a 135.8. So Waving Tails moved up to 2nd, Benjamin's moved up to 3rd. Oh, Lozak! Oh, what a move! Oh, brilliant!
Oh,
no, contact!
Oh!
Oh, no, don't do this! Oh my God! Oh, can you imagine? If anyone does side by side through the S's there, I would give them a 10 quid. I don't care. I want to see that.
Yeah, that's amazing. That would be amazing. But this is a good pack here. We've got P5, P4 and P3 all fighting here. This is exciting stuff.
I think one of your predictions for Benjamin to be in the top 3 could do well tonight. So, interesting stuff here. Lozak's really going to attack Benjamin for 3rd, and he might have the chance. Yeah, no, maybe.
Oh, he's going.
50-50. Phone a friend. I'm going to ask Dan.
Move.
No. Oh, what a move. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant.
Exciting stuff here.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, what a move.
Oh, my God. Oh, he's gone wide. No.
Oh, what a move.
Wow.
That's what you risk it for a biscuit here. Absolutely insane stuff.
We've now got Betrayer on the back of Loz. Could he do it now?
Could be. Waving Tail's got a fastest lap of 135.2. A 135.2. Tell us your views, Dan. Do some commentary.
I'm just excited about this. I can't keep up almost. This is amazing racing from all racers. I'm looking at SJD now at the front, and he's storming away there. It really is. Nearly 4 seconds. I can't believe it. Let's just stay with SJD for a second here. He's taking those curves really tight. This is really interesting racing. Oh, he locked up. Let's go back to Ventel. That was much cleaner from Ventel. Really was. Gets a good drive out. We may see them on the back of SJD very shortly. Loz is doing all right. He's got a bit of distance to cover to P2 here. Obviously doesn't get DRS. It's going to be tough for him to catch up there. Really is. Betrayer on the heels. On the heels. Look at this. Here we go. This could be the next battle coming up. It's Betrayer on Loz. Both on the same tyre. Who's got the braking zone down? Who's got the acceleration? This is brilliant stuff.
Oh, fair play, Dan. Fair play. I need that drink. That's why I asked you to do the commentary for a bit on that one. Fair play. It knackers you up after you talk for a while, but SJD's pitted. SJD's pitted. So the only ones left who have not pitted yet is Captain Stiff, Fasconi, and Sir Spud. So
we've got a few two-stoppers here then, do you think, Mal?
I reckon for the ones that are already pitting now, they would have to do two stops. Would like super softs and then ultra softs the last.
Yeah.
But
so we've got Sir Spud and we've got and Fascone.
Definitely. But that Sir Spud, Fasconi.
I think Captain Stiff's gonna. If he goes for two stop when he's in P5, I don't think it'd work.
No. Oh, Fasconi's on 13 laps of the softs. Same as the Spud, same with Captain Stiff, but Fasconi made a right mistake. Oh, and he lost it there, up the hill. He nearly lost his car. He was like, hee, chameau on that one. Fasconi had to let Craig through. I think he knows his tyres is definitely gone. So, it could be a setup, it could be anything here, but because the cars are all spread out now, it's very difficult for the battles here. But so far, after 14 laps, did you expect this battle during this race?
To be honest with you, I didn't think that we'd get this spaced out at the 50% distance mark. I really didn't. I thought we'd still be a lot closer than this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I do see the distinctive front pack, back pack in this here. There's definitely the front runners and the back runners. It's hard to imagine the back runners ever getting higher than they are now against what the front runners have done.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that. I expected it to be much tighter.
Well, it just depends on the pit stuff as well, Dan, to be fair. It just depends on
I think the tyre choices played a lot in that. You know, the 4 races we started on soft tyre, so
yeah,
I think a lot of it's got to do with that. I really do.
Yeah, the first stints are always the best because you just know who's going to try and get ahead quickly. But it's good to know that if they're doing a 2-stop or 1-stop as well, and they don't want to interfere with the pit stops as well. You just never know what to expect. But a battle coming up now, finally. Captain Stiff.
Oh, Mal, sorry to interrupt. We've got SJD on the back of Captain Stiff with DRS. Oh, he's done him. He's on the right. He's taking the inside line. This is a brilliant move. Can he keep it stick? No, he's knocked up. He's gone a little bit wide.
But he's stuck it.
He's done it. He has. He's done it. He's stuck it. Oh, brilliant move by SJD there. But can Captain Stiff come back?
I don't know.
Brilliant racing here. This is
You don't know what to say.
SJD's pulling. He's pulling away here. He really is. I think he's broke him.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone wide.
He's made a mistake there. Captain Stiff's made a mistake. I'm going to go back to SJD here. He's got some good traction here.
To be fair,
not much wheel spin coming from SJD here. He's got some good traction going on.
To be fair, mate, he did pitch it about 2 laps ago with the soft tyres, so he would be quicker on the fresh tyres. But Captain Stiff is trying everything he can to hold on for another 2 more laps at least.
I hope he does, mate, because that was brilliant racing.
Yeah, Betrayer's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh
Like I said,
no.
like I said, mate, it's more of with the guys here. I mean, like Waving Tail will try and battle it out for the top. Lozak will be the one to watch. Betrayer, I've known him for many years racing, and he'll be the one to watch as well. Benjim, I mean, I haven't seen him racing properly, in like properly, if that makes sense, in a properly way.
Yeah.
I can't stop saying properly on that one. But with Benjim, based on what I've seen, he might be a good contender for like consistency and stuff as well. So hopefully we'll do
Oh, okay.
SJD. I mean, in my personal opinion, I mean, I said last season that I didn't think he would do well, and he proved me wrong. I'm going to say he's going to be the one to watch. I've said it to everyone, everyone the ones to watch.
Mark, I'm ever so sorry to interrupt, pal, but we have literally got Craig on the ultra soft, literally on the gearbox for Captain Stiff, who's on the soft. So we're going to see an overtake here. So I would view this if I was you, pal, because it's going to be a good one. This.
Yeah.
Can Captain Stiff really defend at this? This has got to be a given. Is he going to play it? What's going to happen in turn one now? That was the worst scenario for that distance there. What's going to happen here? Is Captain Stiff going to let him through? Is he going to fight it? I don't think he's fighting it. No, he's giving him some good room there. Good racing.
Yeah.
Some good racing there by both of them. That was brilliant by Craig. He's on the faster tyre given, but fair racing from both racers there. Not much Captain Stiff could do against that. Not with the tyre difference.
No, not with the tyre difference there. But Spud's pitted for the Super Soft, so even though he's 20 seconds behind Fasconi, coming out of the pits, probably about 22, 23 seconds. So it might catch up to Fasconi, and Captain Stiff might, depending on whenever they're going to pit as well. But Craig, like I said, Craig's on the faster tyre situation with 5 seconds behind SJD, but I know SJD, I know probably the top 5 will probably not going to pit again. I don't know about Benjim. I might be very surprised if he does 18 laps, because compared to what I've seen from Fasconi and Captain Stiff, I would be very surprised if he can make it. But I did say probably about 20 laps, but I might have exaggerated a bit there. But I mean, tell us your views here, Dan. What do you think there'll be any shocks coming up?
I think there could be, because if you look at SJD, his best lap was 1:35. You got is it Veltel? How do you pronounce that, Mark?
Waving Tail.
Waving Tail, right? So he's on a 1:35 too. So he's on 7 laps. SJD's on 4 laps old. Could we see SJD come up here? That's what I'm looking at the minute. Could SJD really press forward and maybe attack the front group there?
Well, if Waving Tail, Lozak, Betrayer, and Benjim all pit, then yeah, I think SJD would overtake all of them to be ahead, because as I did say, but like 22
16 seconds at 4 laps. He's got a 3-lap advantage. Could this be, the turning point of the race for SJD?
I would say 4th, purely because of Benjim. I'm a bit worried about Benjim's tyre situation. There's 10 laps left. Yeah, 10 laps left. Well, 8, 10, 11...
See, I think that's doable for SJD. He could do 10 laps on softs quite easy. But then look at P3, P2 and P1. Look at the laps. I think that's really significant. I really do.
Definitely. I think you might be right here, but SJD's gone a little bit wide there. He needs to stop doing those mistakes there at that point if he wants to try and catch up. 4.4 seconds behind Benjim. Well, 4.5 now. But yeah, it's going to be... It's doable. Don't get me wrong, it's doable, but I don't know if he can try and get,
I don't
think
he'll get P2, P1 based on the laps, but I think... You say P4, Mal. I respect that. I actually think he can go for P3 here, if he plays it right.
Plays his cards right.
If he advances with great tyre care, he could, I think, push for P3. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we'll guarantee it anyway. So Spud's on the fastest lap of 1:34.5, so fantastic lap from him. 7 seconds behind Captain Stiff and Craig. They've all pitted for the Super Softs 1 lap ago. So Spud's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think that's his 4th penalty, I think. 4th or 5th, I might be wrong. So he's not having a good race so far. Hopefully he will bounce back at the Hungarian Grand Prix next week.
Malk, just touching on what you just said there.
Yeah.
We've got Craig, who's only on his first lap on the super soft tyre. We've got Piscone on the 18 lap on the soft tyre. So obviously Craig's going to be in front of Piscone. But then we've got SJD again, who I said could be in the front running for maybe 3rd. You said 4th. Definitely 4th, I would say.
Yeah.
Could Craig actually pressurise for the P5 or maybe even the P4 position by the end of this? What do you think?
I would say, based on what I'm seeing at the minute and based on the gaps, they're 16 seconds behind Fasconian's SJD. This is without Craig attacking. So about 16 seconds. Okay. With the Super Softs, I think it lasts about probably about half a second quicker in each lap. So 8 seconds. I would say Craig will probably manage to only stick with 6, in my personal opinion.
That's a good point of view, actually, yeah.
If it was closer, then yeah. Oh, SJD's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Craig has got some penalties as well. However, Craig did have some penalties earlier, so this may balance. If Craig was closer to SJD, it would have been a different story. But depending on the penalty situations here, but looking at it now, lap 20 of 28 of the Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1. I am very honoured with Energy Dan joining me for his debut, his very first commentary. And bless him, he's trying everything he can, and he's doing a smashing job as always from lap 20. And just don't drop that don't drop that bar wherever you do. And I'm not about the chocolate bar or anything like that.
Mal, I apologise, but I've got to bring up this last point. If you look at SJD, he's on 6 laps, 16 seconds or 16.2 behind the leader. Look at the the laps on those tyres: 6, 12, 11, 9, and 10.
Doable.
Do me a favour and analyse that, and you tell me what you see in that information, because I see SJD. He's already in 4th. I see him coming up here. I really do.
He's 7 seconds behind Betrayer. 7 seconds behind Betrayer. Betrayer's on 11 laps. Waving Tail's on 10 laps. Might doable here.
The degradation of the soft tyre, I think, is strong enough to allow SJD to have that 2-3 lap grace to pressurise them. I really do. And I hope I'm right. I'm probably not, but honestly, I'm watching SJD with tingles on my neck here.
Oh, definitely. I think you might be right here. Ben Jim's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Again,
on the warnings there, Mal, what's SJD got, if you don't mind me saying?
I don't know without looking at the actual race director. I never check the race director when I'm doing the stream anyway, unless I look at the end of the race at that point. So if you want to have a look, by all means. But I've lost count how many times SJD or how many guys have got penalties. And I know, as far as I know Spud had about 4 penalties, but I didn't keep the count because there was some that I didn't mention in the stream, which should have been done. But Betrayer's 3.4 seconds behind Lozak for second, to get to second place. SJD's just dropped down from 7.1 to 6.5 now. 6 laps. Depending on how Betrayer can hold his tyres, SJD will be the one to watch in the podium. So you might be right here, Dan. You might be right here for at least a podium spot for SJD. But it all depends.
I've been watching him for a few laps now, Malk, and the more and more it goes on, the more and more I believe it's going to happen, to be honest with you.
To be fair, mate, if SJD makes silly, not saying silly mistakes, if he makes going wide mistakes, it locks up.
He's locking though. Malky's locking up.
Yeah.
Every lock up makes it more unrealistic. It really does.
All right, 6 laps, 6 seconds. He's
That's
got
a
to do
lot.
that.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But bear in mind, Betrayer's trying to catch up to Lozak for second place as well. So
He's closer. He's closer than SJD.
I don't know. Betrayer looks like he's slowing. Yeah, he's slowing down little bits of a hundredths of a second here. But I'm still watching it from SJD's point of view. Yeah, Betrayer's tyres must be really going. So this may be a chance. But SJD, it was like 6.4. Now he's back to 6.2.
Oh, great corner from SJD there, Malk.
Oh,
The last
definitely.
corner, and the last corner was very smooth actually. For the tyre life he's got, that was a very smooth set of corners he did there. Let's see what he does here on turn 1. Let's see what he does. Does he go conservative? Yeah, ish. Bit of aggression in there as well. Yeah, I think he took that really well there, Malk. What do you think? Did you see that?
I did not see that. Sorry, mate. I was watching Betrayer looking compared to his time and SJD's time. Betrayer.
Mate, he's doing some good corners here, Malk. I invite you to watch SJD because he's brilliant. I'm going to switch back to 1 and 2 while you watch them because
Yeah,
this is some exciting stuff.
but I tell you, I don't think SJD can catch up to Betrayer unless Betrayer makes a massive, massive mistake. You got 5 laps left, 5 seconds, 5.9 now. Betrayer, you'll see.
That is a lot, actually. Yeah.
5.8 now, 5.7. I'm not doing the countdown again. 5.7. Betrayer is.
He's locked up again as well.
Yeah, Betrayer's really struggling with the tyres. He's on lap 13 of the soft tyres. So this, he's really struggling. He's trying everything to hold on here, but at this rate here, we might have a final 2 laps, I believe. Might be the final 2 laps between these guys, especially. But fair play to Waving Tell, the Flying Scotsman, holding on for first. At the minute, Lozak is in second, Betrayer's in third, SJD is in fourth, Benjamin's in fifth on the quicker ultra soft tyre. Craig's in sixth, Captain Stiff is in seventh. So Spud, who I'm not sure what happened to him earlier on in the race, but he moved up to eighth. Vasconi is ninth. Benjamin's done the fastest lap again with a 1:34.2. 10 seconds, 4 laps left. He won't catch up to SJD.
Yeah, it's a lot, Malk, isn't it?
It's just a bit, mate, just a bit there. But Betrayer's really struggling. The guys must be absolutely struggling here. But bear in mind, SJD would be hitting the barrier now, surely, a little bit here of the barrier.
Of course. But Betrayer's done 14 laps on his soft tyres, Malk, so he's not exactly going to be able to press hard. He'll still have a lot of grip, but
definitely. But it just depends on how he can capitalise on it. But 4 laps left, 4.8 seconds between Betrayer and SJD for the third place. Will Betrayer, the old god, try to hold on for third, or could SJD, that never gives up, with Rick Ansley's racing crew, try to hold on to get into third place, to get that great start in the pre-season racing? I think it's going to be close to the wire here.
I tell you what, Malk, I'm watching Betrayer in a minute, and he's taking some really good lines here. I'm not saying he's catching, but the level of racing coming from these guys at the minute is amazing. It really is.
That's what you get. You get some quality racing from Invictus Racing Leagues, mate, and that's what you're guaranteed. And experience as well. If you get the experience of the racing, as long as you play fair, you know, and play your cards right, you might do well in the leagues, shall we say, on that one.
Well, looking at the times there, we've got our race finished there, I'd say, because if you're looking at the times, you know, everyone's spaced out there, and is that the tyre play that came in from the beginning?
Yeah, could be.
You know, everyone's settled into a slot now. Is that the difference in tactics coming to play, and everyone's what we've got there, roughly 5.5 seconds average between each racer there. That's very interesting. You know, you've no longer got the battles at the front, battles at the back. this is tactics all coming into play, and this is where people have ended up, I think.
Definitely. I think you might be right here. This may be the final positions, but never ever say, never ever say that, because one lap, a final lap could be the decider. Anything could
Oh,
happen.
Malk, it's never over till the fat lady sings, is it?
Oh, you're copying my voice on that one, Sunshine. That's fair play to you on that one, Dan. He's learning. That's what I quite like with Dan. He's learning quickly on his first ever debut of the commentary, and he's doing well. Lap 26 or 28. We've got 2 laps left of the 2 to 3 laps left of the Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1, the pre-season race 1, at the glorious race of the Circuit of the Americas. So, Waving Time first, Lozak in second, Betray in third, SJD's in fourth, Benjim's in fifth. Benjim could be closer to SJD here. He was 10 seconds previously. He might be close here.
Malk, I think it's worth pointing out, P1 to P4 have all done a one-stop. We've only got Benji and Craig that have done 2-stop in that next group. Then we've got Captain Stephen Pascone that have also done a one-stop. This is great strategy from all the players here.
Yeah.
It's a mixed bag of strat, and it's so interesting to see how it's worked out for everyone.
Yeah, it's just you just have to have the lucky of the leprechaun, like the look of the Irish. Hopefully for fast going, he might do that soon. Craig's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Waving Tail still holding on, Dan. Still holding on for first, which looks like he could be comfortable in that win here. But
Malk, I think it's worth pointing out that Benji has done a 2-stop and he's dropped 4 places. But if we look at the likes of Captain Stiff, who's done a 1-stop, he's actually done 5-place increase on a 1-stop. That is 2 contrasting strategies right there. 2-stop, drop 4 places. 1-stop, gain 5. They're the 2 upper tier and bottom tier good and bad points of the race outcome. I think.
Yeah,
those are 2 contrasting results right there.
Oh God, yeah. But bear in mind, mate, you had 4 drivers who had DNFs earlier on in the race. So, what would have happened if Captain Stiff, if those drivers were still racing? Would he have still got 7th?
Could be. Would it be 10th? Yeah, would it be 9th? You never know.
You never know, as you say. The fat lady sings on that one.
That's racing. That's racing, Mal.
Yeah, definitely. Benjamin's gone a little bit wide there, but 5.3 seconds, 2 laps left. Unless SJD makes a right mess up here, I don't think Benjamin will get 4th. He might be comfortable with 5th at the moment. So massive advantage for Waving Tail. For Waving Tail for the BMW Jordan, so that will be a massive advantage. And then Lozak and Lozak and SJD, fastest lap of Sir Spud with a 133.7, so fair play to him on that one. But Lozak and SJD with Rick Astley racing, that'll be a massive boost of the pre-season racing. But I will say this now, Dan, with pre-season racing, you probably think, it's not, nothing's to be gained for, but it's good because it's just you'd like to know what's going to happen against the other drivers for this season. Are they going to do well? Are they going to be struggling? You just don't know what to expect. This is why I love the commentary. This is why I love doing it, because you just never know what to expect. We're on the last lap of the Invictus Racing League. Waving Tail's going through the first sector now, so I'm just going to watch it from his point of view now. But Dan, if you've got any updates so far?
Well, Mark, all I'm saying, like before I said, SJD is penalties. If he doesn't have penalties, but the Betrayer does, this is where it's going to come in, Mark. Those penalties we spoke about, it's hard to track them because there's so many, not through the fault of the drivers, but those 3 seconds here, 3 seconds there, this could change the outcome. It really could. Look at the top players. Take it away, Mark. You finish us off, mate.
Oh, thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much. Yeah, it could be the penalties. SJD, as you said, don't get any more penalties. He's just got another penalty, SJD. So Benji's on 4 seconds now. So the penalties could be able to be played here. Waving Tail's coming up to the final few corners now. Go through that long, got the right-hander here on the pre-season race 1. I always call him the Flying Scotsman. I always do. Always have done. He's improving left, right, and centre in each league, but he's just won the USA Grand Prix for the pre-season race 1. So congratulations to Wavintel on the pre-season race 1. Lozak second. So Spud's got another time penalty. So this could be like a disqualification if it keeps going like this. But Betrayer would be in third, confirmed third. SJD's in fourth. Where's Benji?
Fourth. I'm happy about that.
SJD's hold on for fourth. Oh, SJD. If he had another penalty, Benji would have moved up to fourth. Craig has left the session. I don't know what's happened there. Craig would finish sixth. Captain Stiff would finish in seventh. Fasconi coming up to the long right-hander is in eighth. And then see where Spud. So Spud's coming in now. See where Fasconi is coming through now. He's coming to the final few corners now. I believe Craig lost his connection on the last corner, from what I've been told. So Spud's coming up to the final few corners now. I do feel sorry for Sir Spud, the currently F3 champion.
Yeah.
Moved up to F2. I think hopefully I'd rather get the mistakes out of the way in the pre-season races compared to the actual league racing, because no one remembers the pre-season.
I'll tell you what, Mark, you can't take that away from Sir Spud. That first stint that Sir Spud did, we had some awesome overtakes from him. It was a real pleasure to watch. I would actually give Sir Spud probably racer of the day. Honestly, I would.
You would pick race of the day. Fair dues.
I think I would. Just based on that first stint he did.
Oh, okay. All right. So Dan, Energy Dan has said that Sir Spud is the race driver of the day, of his choice. Myself, I think Wavintel. He's done well. He's done his stuff, and that's it. Wavintel is finished in first. Lozak's in second. Betrayer is in third. SJD's in fourth. Benjamin's in fifth. Craig's in sixth. Captain Stiff's in seventh. Fasconi is in eighth. Sir Spud is in ninth. Colin J, Mike, Mr. Scorsese, and Andrew Spence have all had DNFs tonight. So I'm just going to record the race incidents in case they do want to have a look. But there was quite a few 3 seconds of penalties there. Yeah, so I think it was 12 or 15 seconds worth of penalties, or five lots of penalties, which would be like a disqualification in the league itself. But tonight I will not be doing any interviews because obviously this is pre-season. I'll do the actual the race interviews in the race for the proper season in 2 weeks' time. But while waiting for the screen to get back to normal, just waiting for it to finish before we carry on. Just wait for that to finish. Just wait for that to finish. I can't stop saying it. Right. A few pointers. Like I said, few pointers. Dan, what's your best moment of the race, or what's your best part of the race tonight?
To be honest with you, Mark, without being a cop-out, the entire first stint of every racer, I couldn't keep up with the action. It was absolutely brilliant racing in the first stint. And watching the different tyre compounds, the different strategies come together, as a whole, I think was absolutely fantastic to see. And the outcome, compared to that start, amazing. Great race.
Oh, definitely. I don't know why, but always the first stints are always the closest battles. It's just when people do the different strategies, you just don't know whether they're going to come or go for the next battles going on. But overall, I can't wait for it because this might be one of the good seasons we've got coming up for Performance League 1. But yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, I think Spud's your driver of the day. I mean, was there any standout moments? I know you said the whole of the first stint, but is there a particular standout?
There's so many, but the battle with Craig, I'm trying to think who else was in there now. Was it Craig and Benji, I think, for a while, and SJD? The switch over. It was. There's so many battles there, Mark. It's hard to pick one, to be honest with you.
Fair dues, fair dues. There,
What about yourself, Mark? Have you got a standout moment?
there was, I think, Craig's battle with SJD. That's more standout. Them two just never gave up at all, and they just never give up. I'm not doing it on purpose with that Rick Ansley type stuff, but it's just, it's just absolutely insane. But them two, just fantastic driving. I can't wait for that next season. This season coming up, sorry. I just can't wait for it, and I'm hoping we might see some ding dong battles, and I can't wait for it. Um, but yeah, before we finish off for tonight, Energy Dan, how did you feel on your first ever commentary?
Oh,
Uh,
I've got a lot of work to do. I understand that, guys, but I'm happy to be here, happy to commentate on the upcoming season of F2. Wish all the drivers good luck, and obviously, I'm looking forward to hearing feedback from Malk tonight.
oh, fair dues, fair dues. If you got any comments or anything like that, just make sure you do it on the chat and stuff. But like I said, Dan, on your first debut season of commentary, or debut race of commentary, you've done pretty well, to be fair.
Oh, thank you.
It'll be tough to do it on your own, and I think it was good to have two commentators for a change and stuff. But like I said, it's good to have a second commentator so you can see all the second action that's missing off from the main one. But but yeah, can't wait for yourself to do the F2. I mean, you're more than welcome to join me again if you want to do some more action on the
Oh,
commentary. By all
thank you
means,
very much, Mark. I may take you up on that, mate.
yeah, definitely. But you've done well, and just don't drop that bar, whatever you do. All right.
Well, thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your future support if that's what's going to happen. So, looking forward to this, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate that, mate. And Energy Dan on his first debut commentary, he's done well. What was I going to say? I'm just going to say last few points. Fantastic race. Some great battles. The champion, Mr. Sky C, made a mistake on the last. I think it was the last second from last corner. On that point, and I think hopefully that doesn't compromise too much. So Spud again, he's hopefully the pre-season races doesn't affect following on into the whole season. But there's some quick drivers. Lozak will be the one to watch. Benjamin will be the one to watch. Wave and Tell. There's so many drivers who it's hard with one race. You have to compare it to the second race, which is going to be the trickier one, which will be at Hungary. But it'll be a good battle anyway, regardless. But I just want to say a big, massive thank you to Energy Dan for joining me tonight. It's more of a training scene for him, but
Thanks, Mark.
I'm sure he'll be all right for the F2 race for tomorrow night. Anyway, but cheers for that, guys. And I hope you see you all next week at the glorious race of Hungary for pre-season race. I think it's the last ever pre-season race before we do the actual season. So I'll see you all next week at the glorious race. And always, 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 always remember, stay classy. See you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.